We'll drive out the empire from this land that we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Good evening, my friends. Grim here. I hope you're doing very well. Tonight, thank you for watching Chapter 12 of Halvar's Saga. Thank you, as always, to all Patreon supporters. Truly love you guys. And you may have noticed, speaking of homes, that we are in our new home, Falkreath Manor, as chosen by you, the viewer. We had 200 votes or so on the YouTube poll, and that is a beautiful thing. So, we're going to walk around the house. I'm going to give you a little tour of it before we get into our questing here in Chapter 12. And, you know, I haven't done anything too crazy to the home yet, and it's also not fully done. But basically, we were just having Lydia furnish everything, and that's right.
A problem in the basement. Been hearing a lot of scurrying down there lately.
A problem in the basement? Okay, sounds like a you problem, Lydia. You're the stewardess, after all. And, yeah, Lydia has been brought back into the fold as our steward. Janasa, of course, still our follower. So, let's take a look around, guys. We've got a very beautiful kind of entry main hall. The display cases are kind of bugged. Skyrim veterans will probably know all about that, but it looks pretty cool. Nonetheless, even with the cases empty, we've got a sweet dining hall with Llewellyn the Nightingale as our in-home bard. Our muse, if you will. A very cozy hall, if I do say so myself. In here, I guess this is the bedroom, and cozy it is with lots of different beds, and lots of tastefully decorated shelves, I suppose. Some nice cheese, some bedside cheese for you. Sorry, that's honeycomb. Looked like cheese from a distance. And back here, I don't really know exactly what this room is besides the extension of the main hall. Entry to the cellar. We're not going to check out the scurrying. Maybe Lydia will deal with that. Back here we've got a trophy room, and during the course of my off-camera activities, which I'll fill you in all about, I wanted to get the house built first, and I've never really done as much as I even have thus far with house building. We've assembled 2 wolf trophies, an ice wolf and a regular wolf, all just on the back of pelts and other things we found while questing. So pretty cool. Over time, we'll fill up the wall sconces, the trophy room stuff, etc. And here in this wing of the house is an armory. Very cool, if I do say so myself. Over time, we'll accumulate sweet shields and swords. We don't have anything too cool, but I wanted to at least fill up one rack. And we have Dawnbreaker. That's a cool item. We gotta find more cool items to put alongside it. We gotta get these mannequins suited up with armor. And, yeah, so that's the ground floor of Lakeview Manor. And then we've got the upstairs, which, I don't know, does this count as the bedroom? I don't really know what's what, to be honest. It makes more sense for the bedroom to be upstairs anyway, but we've got an arcane enchanter. We've got all kinds of stuff. It's a really nice place to live, guys, not gonna lie. Pretty stoked about it, even though, as you can see, it's not fully furnished. What happens is you spend in-game time after directing Lydia to do the furnishing, or whoever your steward is, and as time passes, the rooms slowly get more finished. I have done a ton of off-camera grinding of skills, specifically smithing, also enchanting. We've got smithing up in the high 80s, enchanting in the low 60s, I believe. However, we're not smithing ourselves ebony armor yet. Haven't even really seen ebony ingots, for that matter. But just in the course of traveling around, buying all the iron ore and everything else, buying the dwarven bows, making a lot of those, we are newly kitted out with full steel plate armor. We've done some enchanting to the best of Halvar's ability. Steel plate armor giving us health, boots for fire resist, steel plate gauntlets for that two-handed swing, even more deadly than before, and a lockpicking helmet, which seems to be just about the best enchantment for a melee-only character. Can't get many tanky or aggressive abilities out of your helm. But, yeah, this is Lakeview Manor in Falkreath. Pretty cool place. We've got a cow and a chicken over here in the pen. We've got a horsey in the stable, a nice kind of light cream colored. I don't know the terminology for horses. And over here we've got a grindstone, a smelter, a little stone mine, and a garden that... Actually, here's an example of what we were talking about, because when I went into the house after fast traveling here before I started recording, these things hadn't started growing yet. The blisterwort, the mushrooms, and yeah, all that stuff. So we've got a little bit of an eclectic garden with a little bit of everything. A couple edibles, no pun intended with the mushrooms, and then a lot of other stuff. And it's just for show. Halvar not into alchemy. Out here on this, I guess, eastern deck, we have some targets for archery as well. I guess that's what keeps Lydia occupied in her downtime. It's kind of a dangerous place to build a house, I guess, because right down here there was a necromancer. And, you know, that's deadly enough, but one of the times I was to and fro Lakeview Manor, and before this wing was built, I just looked around the side of the house right here, and there was just a giant lumbering around, and that was terrifying. We obviously had to take care of it. Can't have giants knocking down the walls while we're away. So that's the house, guys. We'll be to and fro, maybe starting and ending some of our chapters here for thematic reasons or for practical reasons or both, but either way, the house will continue to get cooler as things go. If you have any suggestions for how to furnish the house, please do let me know. But with that said, let's go ahead and get to questing. So, Halvar he started a lot of quests. We had a few of them in Chapter 11 that we didn't really end up finishing. But there's more of a pull than anything else to Solstheim, because we have been doing just kind of little things for too long. I'm just turning one quest back on. I'm trying to find the other major quest. Talking to the... Alright, I thought there was another quest that should be on here. But whatever, we'll start with the... We'll start with just that one, bringing the lusty Argonian Maid folio back. But yeah, Halvar, obviously we had a harrowing loss of Annika in Solstheim our first time here. And look at this, we've arrived just in time. A dragon descends upon us, my friends. Let's help defend this island. What else? Oh, we also upgraded the Dwarven Greatsword. We've been doing a little bit of that type of thing, improving weapons, starting to get into that. But we've gained a lot of levels with all of this smithing and enchanting and a little bit of speechcraft too, maybe. And thus we are, even though we're much more strongly equipped than before, we could find enemies to be really tough right now, because we've just leveled up without really getting much stronger. Wow, they already almost killed this blood dragon. Let's go. We gotta get in on the act. Not even confident that we did. I think we missed the swing as we fell down, and that was about all that happened. But don't worry, there's more combatants here. Some ash spawn taking advantage of the dragon. Yeah, these are some tanky opponents. They'll do a lot of damage too. So part of me didn't want to come back to Solstheim right away due to that, but again, for realism's sake, Halvar is just ready. He's just ready to try it once again, and this is really why we got Janasa, right? She's a dark elf. She can help us connect with the nobility here to some degree. And you know, frankly, if we're being honest, maybe we don't care as much if we lose a dark elf as we did losing Annika. But That's maybe what we thought when we got into it, but Janasa really growing on us. A strong fighter. Loyal. Nothing wrong with any of that, right? Gjalund, the ship captain, came in
Excuse me, but the temple is
to
for
join the fight.
followers
That's
of
pretty
our
cool.
faith alone.
We haven't met Galdris yet.
Outsiders aren't welcome here.
Outsiders aren't welcome.
There's a shrine at the Earthstone, I think. I can't really remember. I think I knew at one time, but now I'm not sure.
Huh. Interesting.
Non-believers are never welcome here.
Well, fair enough. I do still love this bone mold armor, but
is grooming me to be his eventual replacement.
we have
Glory over
upgraded.
at the Iron Farm should be still mixing potions if you're seeing vassal.
Alright, let's go try to advance some quests here. I think the other person I wanted to talk to was the captain, after we've slain the Imperial General.
As the wife to the second counselor of Raven Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
Well, then tell me who's building that shrine.
I'm not sure. Did we build it? I can't remember.
Wow. Okay, mass amnesia relating to that shrine.
Have? You have no idea what this means to me, to my family. Reclamations bless you. Well, you've certainly proven your worth around here to me. Please, accept this gift as a token of my appreciation.
Send him my thanks.
Good journey, traveler.
I was watching up top and I didn't see
will be tolerated as long as you abide by our law.
what the gift was, but alright. Just once more gonna look for that. I swear there used to be a quest in here, talk to the captain, the Dark Elf captain here, whoever it was.
Otherwise, you'll answer to...
We'll just have to find him. Possibly walking around in town, I'm not sure.
I've sworn to keep Councillor Morvain safe, and I intend to take that...
We certainly haven't been
If you're looking for the East Empire,
everywhere, and
Company,
hey, here he is.
they've been gone.
Veleth.
News do you bring from Fort Frostmoth?
I killed General Carius.
I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Carius's exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock. Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Carius. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful.
Oh, March of the Dead, I think we saw that quest in there. I guess I just missed it.
For your assistance. It's raised my men's spirits quite a bit.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place. This island's nothing but a pile of rubble. What's the point trying to make a life here? Don't like it. I hate it. Every day it's the same thing. We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing. We close the shop and go to sleep.
I understand.
What kind of a life is that?
you're doing everything you can.
Oh, believe me, I'd be on the first ship off
I'm
this
refraining
miserable
from making a
island if I
joke
could.
about 2021
I'm not
America.
sure I could do that to my father. I think it would break his heart. We've already lost my mother. I don't want to leave him alone. We lived in a settlement, perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh, the homeland of the Argonians. Even though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there are still a few scale-skinned clans that live within our borders. To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone. It was horrible.
Those murderous, backstabbing Argonians, Halvar has had run-ins.
Why can't I remember? I was sure it was important. Keep
Yeah,
yourself
nobody
safe.
remembering anything about the shrine.
Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
My husband
I don't know
Vendel
if I
feared
can do
visitors would
this
shun
anymore,
Raven
Loading.
Rock. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Or is it me?
Always nice to speak
He's
to
never been the
someone
same
from
since my
mainland.
mother died.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all, Sergio.
At some point you're going to have to choose.
What'll you
Well,
give me for
take a look
these?
at what I have, and maybe we can make a deal.
Doesn't seem like anything we really want.
The Dunmer have been growing food in the Ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh climate of our homeland. And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever. No, only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience. Next time you're hungry, stop by.
I always stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
I work for
Oh, these orcs always want a piece of Halvar.
If you're dealing with me, there's
Care for
only
anything
one
from my
thing to
stand?
remember.
Slitter.
Merkel doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.
Destroying the ash spawn has made it safer. to
Assisting the Redoran Guard with the ash spawn attacks has...
Remember,
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve.
Let's ask about that bone mold armor.
This is bone mold armor. Quite impressive, wouldn't you say? It's fashioned from actual bone that's been reinforced with a resin-like material and then shaped to form the armor plating. It might appear brittle, but I'd wager it could stop the blow of a weapon better than iron or steel.
Halvar being interested in smithing it all.
It can be. Even the most experienced warriors can fall prey to petty distractions. They usually didn't amount to much, but they make my job that much harder. Some of my own men have become quite accustomed to a spirit they called Emberbrand wine. Despise the stuff myself. It's powerful and tremendously addicting. I've seen men fail to finish even a single flask. If I knew where they were stashing the bottles, I'd put an end to it myself.
Can't get blood from a stone, As it is, we can barely...
You would? That would be helpful. I just don't have time to do it myself right now. They're too smart to have left it in the bulwark. I'd search one of the abandoned houses on the outskirts of town.
Halvar really likes
Find me that
Captain
stash of
Veleth.
wine.
He's a solid dude. A real
If you
warrior.
find yourself
And we'll help him out. We'll
at ease,
use it as an
may
excuse
want
to
give
poke
the
around town a
Talmithrid
little bit
wide
more.
berth.
Try to give him a hand, help him with this wine
I
problem.
don't like the looks of that place one bit.
Confessions of a Dunmer Skooma Eater. Sounds like a fascinating read. I don't think it's in here because it's all steal from, right? We'll just look, I guess, without taking unless we see the wine that we're after. All kinds of stuff whose names are foreign to Halvar, but none of it is called Ember brand wine. So on we go. Is it on the map? No. Just gotta look around the old-fashioned way, which is kind of fine. Severin Manor. Another dragon. Alright, well, even if we're having like a slow-paced kind of stroll around town, seems we'll continue to be given encounters by way of dragon attack. Not really a ton Halvar can do when the dragon hasn't landed yet, except maybe not cluster with archers, right? Because we don't want the dragon to shoot at us and kill some archers on the way. If anything, we should be trying to bait the dragon into breathing at us, but these Dunmer Warriors are quite well organized. Good with the bow. Taking the dragon down in relatively short order. We just need to actually get in on the kill this time, but it's all the way up on the ramparts, what the heck?
Try not to set anything on fire, all right?
I doubt we can even get there before they finish it, but let's try. Well, maybe. Some unfortunate tree branches obscuring our mighty victory, but whatever, we'll take it. Halvar Dragonsbane. Well.
We're one of the same.
Shanasa, I'm gonna need you to carry some dragon remains. That would be just great. Thank you very much.
Lead on, then.
You know what? While we're up here, I haven't really looked around at the ramparts from the top of the city yet. Definitely a glorious sight. Gotta love Solstheim. Not sure there's too much up here for us to discover at the moment. Let's check out the temple.
Are you here to pray? Or perhaps pay your respects at our... I don't know. I feel like I knew something about it, but now I can't remember. They're where we inter our dead. They are sacred places, meant to honor their passing. Sadly, we've been unable to use the ancestral tomb beneath the temple as of late, and have resorted to other locations to scatter the remains.
Why not?
Those foul vermin, the abominations we call ash spawn, have risen from the ashes of our own ancestors. They're befouling the memories of our forefathers by defiling their remains.
We could clear that out for you.
Thank you,
Elder.
Wanderer. That would be most kind. Here, this key should open the door to the tomb. Be cautious, friend. The ash spawn are soulless beings with no regard for compassion.
So it is. The Blessing of Azura. Probably fitting to have. Resisting magic seems good. I think we'll stick with that. A few other shrines for future reference. Pretty cool temple. I assume the entry to where we're trying to go is down here.
Be careful! You may have everyone fooled, but I see what you're doing here. The Call of Gold sends you scurrying like a rat. Excuse me,
wow.
but the temple is for followers of our faith alone. Outsiders aren't welcome.
Well. gold is not insignificant, I will grant you that. Galdus. And also, it's true that your faith means nothing to Halvar. But... Ooh, these ash spawn, man. Real tough. So that was... Oh, there's more. Yeah, okay. So we kind of saw that one spawn. I'm still wondering if there's something to do with the dead bodies. I think maybe they just spawn in waves. We tested my theory about how they respawn from the dead piles last episode. Or, rather, a few episodes ago. It was not valid. Done enough soul harvesting. Let's bring out the big gun. Ooh, this one's a higher level. Ash Spawn Skirmisher. Some intense fighting, my friends. Okay, it's all in one room. That's really cool. I kept trying to say something that would have turned out to be wrong, and I kept getting interrupted. I'll tell you what it was going to be. I was thinking that that first wave of Ash Spawn that we fought was quite strong for, like, an opening salvo, if you will. And that was also a warning of what is to come. Turns out it was just all right here, so I was wrong, but I was thinking, you know, a word to the wary, basically. Let's eat some ash yams, see how the ash food tastes. Probably awful. Yeah, not the biggest yam fan anyway, right? When it's made from ash, you can tell. You can just tell. Just trying to find all the remains because every ash spawn is dropping all kinds of really good loot. Just really solid value for money. Janasa's aid there invaluable. One assumes. We've also got Janasa an upgraded bow. We left her with the elven bow, which is slightly higher base damage than the dwarven bow, but one of the many dwarven bows we made, we enchanted to do magicka damage, so she's got that, and presumably she'll revert to the elven bow when that other one runs out of charge. Okay, so I think we came in this way, so let's just check to see if there's a big chest over here before we leave. Well, there's a whole nother level. Okay. Let's prepare for another fight, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. No more ash yams, please. Yeah, no thanks. Okay, this might just be another way in. Looks like the way that these are structured, I still might, out of just a hard-to-shake compulsion, click on the urns, but unlike the Draugr catacombs in the rest of Skyrim, it looks like the urns don't actually have anything really worth picking up, right? So maybe we'll stop doing that. Alright. I believe we have seen all there is to see in these tombs here, so going back this way is how we talk to the dude who gave us the quest, I believe. Feels kind of cool to have the key to these tombs, even if it's neither here nor there to us. Just wow. Okay, I'm completely incorrect about where we had to go, but we found an expertly locked door, so we of course have to try to open it. And we do on the first try. Hello. And all it is a way back to the street, but hey, why not, right? So now just back to the Elder to collect whatever our reward might be, and then I guess we're back on the hunt for that wine.
You honor the reclamations with your actions. This will not be forgotten.
What exactly are the reclamations?
The reclamations are the true tribunal. The Daedra that consecrate the Dunmer people. Azura, Methala, and Boethia. We call them the true tribunal because they have reclaimed their place in our hearts from the false tribunal that came before. Sotha Sil, Amalexia, and Vivek represent what was. Beings who won the Dunmer people's hearts with their actions.
Those do sound like false gods, have to say.
They were aberrations, false prophets. They used their status as heroes to shield the true tribunal from our minds. But now that they've been destroyed, the light can finally shine upon the House of Reclamations. Spirits be praised. I'm hoping you didn't suffer much at the hands of those foul beings. Please, accept this as a token of my thanks. May Azura, Methala, and Boethia guide you.
Well, one dead ash spawn yields more loot than we just got for completing the quest, but
you may have
goodwill accrued and all that.
I see what you're doing here. The call of gold.
Oh, leave me alone.
The entire island is at in ash, you know. They have huge ice fields up north, and it's freezing up there.
Ice fields to the north. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Solstheim continues to fascinate. Look at this beauty. Absolutely glorious. Kinda surprised there's not a third dragon attack every time we come out of a building. Another one seems to swoop down.
Splendid. Another mouth to feed.
Are there any abandoned houses over this way? They said on the outside or on the outskirts of town, I don't quite remember. Let's have a look at the map. We went into that one. Maybe there's more. There's probably more over this way. We haven't gone as far this way, I guess, so we should turn around. The other option, of course, is to strike out into the wild. Try to find those ice fields to the north, the Nord colony. Maybe they're one and the same. But, I don't remember if we've gone into Severin Manor, which is over here. We could try that, too. See what else is going on with the movers and shakers of Solstheim. Let's do that.
Need something?
Any
Lead
words
on,
of
then.
wisdom, Janasa? These are your people we're dealing
My
with.
husband Bendel feared visit. Always nice to speak to someone from the mainland.
Not really what I expected out of a manor. It's kind of a vast underground series of rooms. This is where we can disenchant and use the blacksmithing stuff if the need arises. But otherwise, I don't really know what's going on here. Alright. This home might even be cooler than Lakeview Manor. But back out we go. Yeah, that's right, the shrine is over here, so... I mean, maybe we can move the needle on that quest, or maybe we can see what's over here. Whoa, what are those? First they looked like those kind of Star Wars droids, but in fact they look like big flying jellyfish. I don't know which is more unnerving, to be real with you. But I do know that this beautiful rainbow-like Borealis should not go unnoticed and undocumented. Alright, let's go kill some jellyfish. If we can. Better save. You never know. You never know.
I thought about becoming a bandit. I decided I preferred clean clothes and fresh mead.
Janasa dunking on the bandits. You love to hear it. What is happening? What are you? Very disturbing. Well, they're making their way toward the shore. Right? A little hard to tell. We could shout at them, but I suppose they're peaceful creatures and will not do so until it becomes clear that we should. Instead, let's explore the coastline a little bit. Oh, this tidal action is cool, not something you see on the mainland. Half of me expected to get pulled out to sea. Ooh, we've got company. Hey, Janasa, you kind of sniffed out the bandits. Bloodskull Barrow. Fascinating.
Theodorus madness will take you.
I'll be back.
Foosh!
I'm gonna need you.
Shieldorus madness will take you. Ah! 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 Ah!
Nothing too much to worry about from these bandits so far. Solstheim, though, full of surprises. And is it just me, or is there no way up? At least from this room. It's kind of a funny sound to hear out of context. I take it Janasa just shot somebody, and they didn't like it. Well, that's the way we came in. So who is Janasa fighting? How do we get there? We have not cleared Bloodskull Barrow. There seems like there's more to this that I just can't really see right away. Guess we probably have to get up here.
These ruins, what you lack in wisdom, you make up for in courage.
You heard it here first. What Halvar lacks in wisdom, he makes up in courage. I guess that's a fair assessment. Alright, there's no way up that cliff as far as I can tell, so I think I saw the way, though. Just can't remember which way we've gone already. But either we missed the bridge in between this, or we missed this. I think we missed this, because we've got a chest, a couple potions. Here's the outlaw that Janasa won the sniping contest against, and now we're getting somewhere. Those, ooh, chitin helmet, chitin boots. I think these are, well, maybe not the helm, because she's got a really good archer's hood. But the boots might be an upgrade for Janasa. I think she's just wearing plain old hide ones. Dunmer outfit. Seems very thematic, Janasa. We might have to take away your werewolf hide. Give it to Lydia. And get you suited up in some Dunmer gear. What do you think? I'll read a scrawl note. Look, Marin, I'm not arguing that these towers are falling to pieces, but I think you were exaggerating about the planks falling out. Oh, I get it. I get it. Well, be careful. Tread lightly. Still have not cleared this place, but it feels more like we have. That we've seen most of what there is to see. Is there a way to descend? Trapdoor or something? Seems like there should be, to be honest. That seems like kind of the logical conclusion of the Skyrim design I'm used to. Or there's that. There's an entryway to a barrow. Right over yonder. Doesn't look like we're missing anything except maybe what's down here. No, we already came that way. Got it. Alright, onward, Janasa. Into the unknown.
Nord.
Bloodscowl Barrow. We're gonna deal with ash spawn here, or bandits? Bandits it is.
That's your best, huh? Yeah.
Ooh, yes. Yeah, we can get Janasa hooked up with a full chitin outfit. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's in fashion. I don't know if that's cool. But we could do it. Hear the mutterings of some surly bandits up ahead.
I should go back to picking pockets in Windhelm. Is someone there?
Oh, you were terrorizing the good people of Windhelm? We can't have that. Reaver Lord.
That's all you've got?
Ooh, chitin heavy armor. Interesting. 102. Identical to the steel plate. Not as cool in my view. So we'll take a piece, but we're not gonna really use it. Especially since the steel is freshly enchanted and all. Apple pie, at least a highwayman with good taste. I have always requested pies.
These chambers were once home to the ancient Nords.
Rather than cakes for celebrations in my honor, such as birthdays. Does anyone else know this feel? Does anyone else agree that pie is vastly superior to cake? And I'm talking about fruit pie, right? Not really like pumpkin pie, whatever. It's okay, but it's not what I mean. It's not what we're really talking about. Okay, it's pretty hard for me to really be confident that I'm seeing everything. But we've cleared it. It's a nice short little area, I suppose. Nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that we're not missing anything too crazy. And then we'll be on our way. We missed this. A high elf and imperial who wandered in to the wrong barrow. Unarmed and lightly armored, not a good move. All right, well, Looks like there's plenty to discover potentially inland. I think because we've come this far, we should continue, however, up the coast. Only exception would be if there's an easy passage through the mountains. There does not seem to be. Thus we shall resume our trek northward along the shore. And I continue to be thrilled, positively thrilled, my friends, to be in an area that is brand new to me, brand spanking new. In case you missed the Chapter 9, I think it was, first time Solstheim, that literally was my first time. Not in this playthrough, not with this character, ever. And, there's a lot I haven't done in Skyrim, right? But I've at least kind of been to most places. What the heck is this? Bristleback. Well, it's red like it's... Oh, the enemies are up ahead. Whoa, get wrecked, Reaver. I was gonna say it's red like it's an enemy, but it was not aggressing against us. But then it did. Some boar meat, very nourishing, I'm certain. Looks like we might have a shipwreck out there to investigate, or an active ship, one or the other, and then a tower up in the mountains. Just want to make sure we're not getting ambushed by anything up here. Ah, such as a pair of bristlebacks. See, you can never be too careful. Even the wildlife here has gold. Like, carries gold somehow. I mean, I know that can happen with other animals, but the point is that Solstheim is a very bounteous land for a bold adventurer, right? Now, unlike the types of ships I'm used to seeing around Skyrim, this one does not have an obvious point of ingress, so I guess we can't get there for now. But this island is only a short swim away. I see a dude. Chilling under a tree. Probably just trying to get away from everybody. First you move to Solstheim to get away from the hustle of the city. And then Solstheim's still too busy for you, so you move to an island. And you think you've finally gotten a little peace and quiet. And then a gigantic Nord with a warhammer swims on shore. And never mind all of that because I'm hallucinating. Didn't it... Okay, I guess it was this growth of the tree. I guess it was that root. Really looked to me like a guy sitting against the tree. Janasa, am I going insane? What's happening? Alright, back to shore. Well, that island is kind of pointless. It's got Nern root, who cares? See what I mean, though? Like, right above the hilt of Halvar's weapon, it looks like a guy sitting there. Maybe that's just me. More of those floating jellyfish creatures and a waterfall. It's all very intriguing. But if the coast continues to be this barren, then I think maybe we'd have been better off going inland. Resisting the urge to just swing at these jellyfish and see what happens. It's not how we treat peaceful creatures, especially ones with such alarmingly alien appearance. What was that voice?
I can't believe it. Oh, that treasure.
All that treasure. Hear a voice, but I can't tell where it's coming from.
Everyone dead. Everyone but me.
Seems to be over here.
Everyone dead. Everyone but me.
Aha, there you are.
Must go back and get it. They attacked us. Those bastards at Frostle stole our treasure. Wait, forget I said that. That's my treasure. You can't have it. Now, ain't this a surprise?
Well, that was clumsy of you, Reaver Plunderer.
Boost!
Alright. There's a lot of treasure somewhere. They attacked us. Could be inland up that path. Could be over here. Let's start out over here. See what's what. Whoa. Riekling Hunter. Yo. What are these little guys? We've got the level up. A little more stamina. Been putting a lot into smithing. I wonder if it's time for another boost to two-handed something or other. I've already got a lot of the two-handed perks, though. Don't want to specialize in weapon styles still. Maybe just a heavy armor boost? Can't do that. What about this one? 50% less stagger. Sure. Good for those fights with fellow tanky melee characters. Big bosses, I suppose. These Rieklings have an interesting way to fight. Can definitely tell it's just another thing that is kind of upgraded from and expanded upon from what you would see in vanilla Skyrim for sure. Throwing weapons, that's kind of cool. Well, let's have a look around the Riekling camp. Riekling. Bristleback cave. I think I know what to expect in there. Whoa. Didn't expect Rieklings to pop out of the wine, though. Crafty little fighters here. It's a good thing we're so beefy and tanky, you know? Their style of engagement could definitely put a big hurt on more lightly armored, lower health heroes, I would have to assume. Alright, here we go. Probably not a bad time to charge up and then harvest a few souls. Alright, we can't harvest the Rieklings. They're too close to human, I guess, but we can, I'm sure, get the bristlebacks if we encounter them anytime soon. Nothing much up here, I guess. Maybe that's somehow a way out. Something a little sad about killing these little things, you know? They're obviously very savage, but they're so small. They're kind of cute. But, you know, I'm sure many a dead man has had the same thought, hesitated, and then boom, you're in a stew or whatever they do to dead people, so be careful. Oh, I see a minor army up ahead on the radar. Oh, ooh. Taking a few real hits here. They're putting our newly acquired sweep to good use. We got that with a level off camera during all that smithing and so forth. Very powerful ability for a character like ours. No, I don't want the bucket or the broom. I want the soul gem, please. Oh, that's cool. You can click on the Riekling hut to search it, kind of like a chest, rather than, you know, for example, the Falmer huts. I remember entering those. I like it. I like it. Wow, they've got some nice potions stacked up back here, too. These little goblinoids. Who knew? Alright, well, a decent chest, some decent finds otherwise. I don't know if that's the treasure to which that bandit was referring, necessarily, but it definitely could be. Nope, there's a whole nother place to go. That makes sense. It's kind of fun to try to dodge those thrown spears. They're a little more dodgeable than arrows and so forth. All in all, just like pretty fun and well-designed combat on Solstheim so far. Challenging, but like not just because enemies are OP, you know? Okay, could easily be an ambush lying in wait as we get a little deeper into this big cave, this cavernous area, but what are we gonna do, not go for the chest? Come on now. Oof. Frustrating one. We got the other expert door open in no time, right? But it's just proving a bit more difficult. Glass battle axe, huh? Okay, lower base damage than the cudgel. I'm sure it swings faster, but part of me thought that might be a potential enchantable. Not necessarily. What's up with everybody resisting chaos damage, at least some of the time? Okay, looks like we have definitely not cleared everything out. That this is kind of the way to go, but there is at least one, possibly two, possibly three other ways to go that we haven't fully cleared, but I often double back. It ends up not being the most necessary. Let's just keep going ahead. Janasa bringing out the Ghost Blade.
Foos!
One of these Rieklings is an aspiring writer carrying an inkwell around. Wow, this place is bigger than I gave it credit for. A lot of the other places I've expected to be bigger have ended up being, you know, really small, even if they're intense. This is it's kind of a never-ending Riekling frozen cave, but kinda cool, though. Kinda cool. Looks like the Rieklings don't mind partaking of some wine every now and again. That was kind of cool. Stun with the attack. Block him. Stun again with the block. And then we see the close-up of Janasa's expertise. An arrow directly in the face. This is a really good place to stock up on potions. Now that we have a home, we could consider not selling all of the potions all of the time, you know? Especially stuff that could be useful later. Potions of enchanting or smithing. Store them up for when we're ready to make our late game items. Oh, come here, potion. Starting to find a lot of soul gem fragments, a little skooma. Maybe one of our Rieklings is getting messed up on the old skooma. Bashing soul gems into fragments just for fun. I don't know. How am I supposed to know what these little guys get up to? But we found the skooma hangout, that's for sure. That was a whiff. #1 Riekling hunter. Probably be pretty fun to use those spears to oneself. Halvar's not about to, especially not here. Rieklings riding the, what's it called? The bristlebacks. I forgot that we were in Bristleback Cavern because, you know, just a million Rieklings everywhere, but now it's finally living up to its name. Now we're talking. Now we're actually in a lot of trouble. Shouldn't have charged headlong. I just got really excited. A whole lot of them, and the bristlebacks are hitting hard. Ooh, yikes. Alright, looks like we've done enough to get the win here. Just gotta clean up. Oh my god, there's a million of them over there. Never mind, I stand corrected. The second wave of attack is real. Janasa, pull back. Oh, Janasa's at it again. Oh boy. We can't fight the bristleback with that missile support coming in. We've got to take him one-on-one. Ooh, jeez Louise, okay. Let's try to paralyze him with that potion. I'm not one who uses potions often, but this seems like the situation really calls for it. They resisted the poison, dang. Big yikes. Big yikes, dude. We are very likely, I think, to die here. Should have picked up all those ash yams that we passed up. Okay. Nice, okay. Got the big guy down. Sweep takes them all down. Nice. Oh, except you. There we go. Yo, nice spear throw, nerd. Come on. You can't hit me, can you? Nope. Janasa's hitting you, though. Now we can talk a little smack after we came really close to dying, used up, yeah, literally all of our health potions. That was quite the contest. I'm gonna pick up some boar meat just in case we need health at any point before we get the heck out of here. You know, guys, I've said before that I really want to make the Solstheim content, which is brand new to me, last longer. And that's definitely the plan, and I think it would be the plan regardless. But I also have to say that Solstheim is, like, perfect in small doses, because this is just, like, really, really intense. We saw some brand new stuff. Love it, but I'm also going to be so okay with going back to the mainland for a chapter or two after this chapter is done, right? And then by the time a couple chapters have passed, well, we'll be ready to come back and try our arm against who knows what else next. So it's just a good system we've got going here, as long as we don't die, and as long as we don't lose another companion. We'll probably have to bench Janasa at some point, unless we really feel we can trust her to take back Skyrim as a Dark Elf. She hasn't said anything great about the Stormcloaks yet, either way, you know, who knows. She's certainly proving herself, so I have not ruled it out, but the point is, still a few question marks, but no matter what happens, the last thing we want is another companion to follow us to Solstheim and never come back, right? Probably didn't help that for the latter portion of that big fight, we were not charged up. What are you gonna do? Oh, we've got more. Even more of these bristlebacks, man. These things just stare you down. that was amusing. Let's try to get a few souls. Well, again, we see all these empty wine bottles, all the skooma. And there's something pitiful. The Rieklings are a tragic, yet terrifying race. There's something pitiful about them, but there's something impressive about them, too. Because they have this viciousness and this ability to organize and execute complicated kind of, not necessarily military tactics. I don't think they'd be a very good standing army or anything. And yeah, there's nothing up here. Good enough. But these kind of skirmish tactics, they're very excellent at. Some of the best foes that we've seen in Skyrim. Or, in this case, outside of Skyrim. But they're just like these little goblinoid things, and it's just very bizarre to encounter them, and they're almost more relatable than some of the humanoid monsters that you kill. But there's something off about him, something that disturbs Halvar. Here we go, the master chest. This is what we're really here for, I think. Ooh, almost got it right away. Nice. Okay. Decent, but not like the end-all be-all. Now, how to get out of here? I guess... Okay, we've cleared the cave. Definitely intense. Definitely really cool. That, if that's the kind of the big chest at the end, that's a little anticlimactic, not gonna lie. But it's partially because everything on the way and everything in Solstheim generally is just so sweet, but, you know, no big weapon or anything like that. Unless, as always, unless I missed it, which it happens. Believe me, it happens. Okay. Never mind, because we got a big old chest waiting us right here. Let's delay gratification and look at literally everything else before we go to the chest. Cowhide, yes, okay, cool. Alright, what's inside? Gold lockpick, gold ring. Yeah, nothing all that crazy. Yet again, which is fine. We got kind of a downgraded version of the sword that's currently in our hands. Dare we hope for yet another chest on the way out? They keep bluffing with these mediocre chests, and then we get a real one. Nah, it's all good. Let us not be overly greedy, Halvar. I'm sure we just jumped down, but we've come this far. I don't want to miss anything, like being able to jump to a ledge for a hidden something or other, but doesn't look like it. And here we are, right back where we started. Probably go this way, yeah. Alright, hey. Very cool. And let's see where we are. We're almost as far north as north goes, even on the very northerly island of Solstheim. Which is pretty sweet if you ask me. So, with that in mind, I think Halvar has had enough of Solstheim for one... I was gonna say one day, one night. How about for one... month or so in in-game time. So, we just fast travel back to Skyrim. These load screen tidbits keep trying to propagandize us into becoming a vampire. It's not going to happen unless by accident. Unless we are overcome by the Nightwalkers, right? It's just simply not going to happen. So anyway, guys, that was our trip to Solstheim, our first encounter with the Rieklings, and also your first view of the great and lovely Lakeview Manor, watched over and guarded by Lydia. And I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun. So for theme's sake, we're going to come back here with Halvar. Take a seat, take it easy, chill out back at home, listen to a little music if our bard is so inclined, rest up, stock up, maybe try to make some cool trophies off camera with whatever we found in Solstheim, some rare ingredients. We'll do our customary buying and selling off camera too. And then, let's take a look at our quests and plan out Chapter 13. So, we can definitely do a little bit more with the Dawn Guard. I think we probably will. Oh, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. We also, off camera, just dropped off Serana at Castle Volkiar, just to kind of button up that end of the Dawn Guard quest. I should have said that at the beginning. Yeah, we could follow that dog that we lost track of in Chapter 11. We'll probably do that. We'll probably check out the dog, the Shrine of Clavicus Vile. We'll probably then do a little Dawn Guard questing. I think that's where Halvar's mind is at. And then maybe we'll see what else comes up, of course, but maybe we'll start thinking about other things as well. In any case, my friends, that was Chapter 12 of Halvar's Saga. Getting deep into trouble in Solstheim, but everybody coming back in one piece this time. I thank you again for watching. Thanks again to all patrons. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Talk to you soon.